problems here. Now, it's a review video. Hopefully it's not as rusty as the last one. Because looking back at it, I actually feel a bit embarrassed. It is about an A4. Oh wait. Sorry, this is the old box. That's the old one. No. Not that A4. This A4. BR blue one. I've always wanted a blue locomotive. Closest I got was at a B2 Packet. But with long heavy trains, gotta be fair. Need something with a bit more power. What more than one of Gresley's finest? So, let's get this unboxed and see what we have here. As we can see, it's pretty much a modern day packaging compared to this old super detailed one here, which is about a 10-year-old tooling, I believe. Something like that. 10 years. At least 10 years, I'd say. But yeah. Got this sleeve up, but let's just do a little check here. This is our 3320 BR Class A4 Golden Eagle 60024. Nice bit of history here about the A4s. A lot better than what's on the other box, I'll tell you that much. And yeah, it tells a good amount of history of the locomotive class. But as always, at the bottom end is where it tells about this loco. Ah, here it is. This one. Built in 36. Holy crap, this was the first of the second batch. The ones that actually followed after the original Silver 4. Wow. Sadly cut up, but oh well. It is actually quite an impressive loco though. Oh. And though this has the 61B code on the back here, I've actually seen the front of the logo. It's the same as my old A4 52A, which is Gateshead. Okay, first of all, let's get this blister pack or SQ pack, whatever the heck it's called these days, out. Don't need that anymore, so I'll put that aside. Classic bit of paperwork. Get it open. And compared to the other one, the only difference is the whole DCC and assembly bit. That's it. Compared to the paperwork of the old one. Apart from that, all the same. So, as we can tell without even having to open it, there's a detail pack. We'll have a quick look at that. The flanged wheel set, cylinder pipes, and yeah, the bit of paperwork telling you can swap the wheels. As per quote. Alright. Now, this, the 8F, actually quite a good list. Half dozen locomotives I have all come with this whole take out in one go packaging, I admit. But I think this is the proper Hornby one that I might actually like. Alright, gently now. And get that plastic out of here. Interesting fact though, usually with these you get that real soft, sort of spongy tissue-like plastic. This is just clear film. What the? That's different. That is different. Okay. First of all, we know the coal's fake, so I'm not going to bother with that, but that's quite a loose fit right there. Just zoom in on the cab for a moment. And as we can already guess, these vents here, they shift. Gotta be careful though, because I don't want to do any damage to such a lovely model. Shut those. Alright. Bring the loco up. And take care of the zoom. Okay, straight away I can just see a fault with this model. That number board there, leaning quite a fair bit forward. It's on the corner when it should be on the side. Now, we see how it is like that, and I'll just quickly grab my older A4, where the number plate on the smoke box is actually correct. It's actually nice, flush on there, nice and clean looking. Whereas the other one, whereas Golden Eagle here, no, it's a bit different, but sprung buffers, a metal free link, and single chimney. That's pretty nice. Most A4s had the double chimney, I believe. No, single chimney. Only about half dozen or so were given the double blast pipe in now in the air days. Then sometime during their lives in BR, they were all fitted with the double blast pipe. That whistle's a bit forward too, what the heck? But apart from that, lining's beautiful, it just looks good. And to my knowledge, in the past 20 years or so, the only other ex-LNER locomotive to wear BR blue has been Sir Nigel Gresley. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And that cab, I keep knocking the camera. What an idiot I am. Hang on. There we go. That cab detail is lovely. Naturally, being a Hornby locomotive, yep, tender pickups. Nem coupler, nice. Things I've actually seen on one or two railroad Scotsman models that they actually have a NEM pocket for the front. I'm thinking, why the heck don't they do that for the for the railways range instead, as well as the railroad range, have a front coupler on them? Because I know there's a lot of people who do preservation era stuff, and I'm just thinking a front coupler on A4 and an A3 would be perfect, because then you can actually run heritage trains. Or, in a very rare in a very interesting case that I'm sure a number of people would love to see, a double head A4. A double A4 headed train, I mean. Or, however you want to pronounce it. Either way, it would look very cool. But I guess that is just my opinion. Okay, we had a look at the details. Now, let's have a look at performance. Okay, even though it's meant to be a high-speed locomotive, you gotta have a nice slow crawl as you pull out or pull into the station. So, let's go reverse first. Bit of motor noise, but I don't know if you can see it, but that is actually quite a nice slow crawl. Definitely a 5-pole. It's definitely a 5-pole. Let's amp the power up a bit. Yeah, it's good. Let's try in forward direction. Oops, a little too much power. But it kicks into gear in forward direction a lot quicker. I like that. Okay. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Now, normally when it comes to these power tests or performance tests, I like to try and fit the locomotive with something very suiting. Like, for example, since it's an A4, I'll try and fit it with Gresley style coaching stock, or LNER coaching stock, or BR Mark 1s or something like that. But I can't. I just can't. So, this little setup with the green A4 is going to simply sit aside in the siding. Whereas this blue A4 is admittedly going to be pulling, I think it's either my second or third heaviest rake of stock, which is my Bachmann Great Western stock, with one Hornby exception. Now the reason I say I'm going to use Western stock is, well, this would be the colour the locomotive wore in the 48 exchange trials, or something like that. So, Western Region full brake and colt coaches. Now, I know that the hardcore LNER fans are gonna call it damnation or something like that. I'm not really bothered. A train's a train. As long as it gets pulled, I don't give a darn. And also the reason why I'm using the collets instead of my heaviest rake, which is the Pullmans, quite simple. Very, very quite simple. I can't be damned getting them out. Because, let's see, 6 of them are in their original boxes with the Merchant Navy, not Merchant Navy, the Bullet Pacifics they go with. So, we're stuck with the Westies. Oh boy. Okay, got the train all sorted. Let's see if this loco can handle the load, shall we? Yeah. Just making sure all the points are actually in the right position, no matter what line is, otherwise, oh boy. Got a clean hookup. Now let's see how it does. And we got a smooth runner. Well, I find that quite a good test on the locomotive's pulling power. It actually does well because normally on a rake this size, I have to double hit it with 2 locomotives of quite strong power, I'll admit. Now, if anyone's thinking I'm actually being soft on the locomotive, let's just put it like this. Off camera, I actually did get my Pullmans out earlier. And yeah, pulled all of them. but I can't be bothered to get them out again for the video's sake. So this single chimney A4, with its one or two little niggles, if you ask me, is quite a beautiful model. It's real good. It's really good. I like it. I really do like it. Well, that's it for tonight. And until next time, this is Up Onwards, signing out.